Hi, I'm Michael, and guess what? Another talk, another QR code. So I invite you to scan it and ask me any question you want regarding website marketing. I will answer them at the end of the talk. I want to start with one question for you all, guys. What is more frustrating than pouring your heart and your soul into building an amazing website, only to realize no one's visiting it? You've got the product, you've got the design, you've got the logo, everything is perfect. But nobody's coming. Well, this is the case for many businesses. But don't worry, you are not alone. Let's break this down with some numbers. First, only 30% of small businesses use basic search engine optimization tools. That means that 70% of business owners leave potential customer and money on the table. At the same time, 80% of people research online before making a purchase. That means that people are online, ready to buy, but only if they can find you. And worst case scenario, what if they find your competitors? I don't want to think about that. In addition to that, more than 50% of internet traffic is driven by mobile in Europe and United States. If we look at worldwide data, it's more than 60%. And if we take a country like India, it's close to 80% of internet traffic that is driven by mobile. So what does all of this tell us? Well, there is a huge gap. There is a huge gap between businesses and their customer. The customers are there, ready to buy. The tools are also there, but businesses aren't connecting the dots. That's why today's talk is going to show you 7 amazing techniques to market your website. So what is website marketing? I want you to look at this sales funnel. This is the framework we will follow. So first, we'll look to attract customers. Second, we'll engage with them. We'll make sure they come back on our website. We will improve the customer relationship. Lastly, we will convert them. We'll make sure they take action on our website. For today, use case, I will be the digital advisor of Kochi. Kochi is a financial services company that offer training, advisory, and coaching to their customer. Their idea is to make sure everyone invests their money, and we'll see how we can help them. So first, how to make sure Kochi attract customer. Well, 2 techniques. First, search engine optimization. Second, social media. For search engine optimization, I will just put the basics. If you want to go deeper, I invite you to go and check the talk SEO done right with Odoo. Let's see how we can set up our SEO. So first, we go on the website. Then on the menu site, and if you go on the submenu Optimize SEO, you have this view. So here we have the social link that appears on Google. So we make sure there is a good title. Next, a description of what your website or your page is about. So few words, a bit catchy, to make sure your customer click. Then the keywords. So keywords are terms that visitor type on Google search. So make sure those words are within your website. So I will test it with financial. Okay, so financial is present on my header, as it's mentioned here, and within the contact. So that's good. Let's put it that way. We save it. Next tips for SEO. Make sure your pictures have description and tooltip. So you open the edit mode, you select 1 picture, you go down, and on the description, you put a description of the pictures. This description will appear in case your pictures cannot be loaded. Okay? The tooltip will appear if you let your mouse on the pictures. So with these 3 quick setup, your SEO, at least the basics, is set up. Social media. Well, it's not always easy to rank one on Google. That's why we need another channel, another way to attract customers. We'll use our social media to do that. So as a piece of advice, if your company doesn't have a huge brand, strong brand, I advise you to focus only on one social media. Or if you haven't used social media yet, focus only on one. You will see that each social media has its own code. That means that on Instagram, I will only post pictures, reels, stories, things like that. On YouTube, I will post long video. On X and LinkedIn, I will more post like written content, short or long, depending. So let's see how we can make our post management easy with Odoo. So we go back on the back end, we can go on social marketing, and here I can connect all my accounts. So here I connected my X account. We can see the number of followers, the number of likes on my last tweet. And if you want to add a stream, so add a media, basically, you click on Add Stream, you select the media you want to add, and then you are redirected to your account. You just type your username, password, and that's it. Really easy. Let's create a post. So you click on New Post, and then you select the media you want to post your content. So here, we'll select X. We'll write a small message, so let's discover how Odoo help Kochi attract more customers. Hashtag Odoo experience. And we have a preview of our content on the right. I could add an image. I could also post it right now, but I don't want to post it right now. It's 5 p.m. People are at the Odoo experience. I want them to see my content, so I will post it on Monday, maybe at 10 for coffee break. Let's schedule that. We click on Schedule Later. Then we choose a schedule date, so we put Monday at 10. We apply, and we schedule it. Boom, that's it. So this app will help you manage all your content. Schedule for later. If you are on a Sunday, you want to write for the whole week, it's possible. Now let's see how to engage with our audience. So 3 techniques. Well, a better user experience, some content, some value for your audience on your website and a blog, and last, a newsletter. So let's focus on user experience. 2 functionality, really easy to implement. First, a focus on the mobile view of your website. It's really important to make sure that the website you design on your laptop fits the mobile view. Second, the new website builder. You will see it's amazing, the design they've made. Let's check this out. So we go back on the website. We make sure our website fits the mobile view. So I will click here on the right, on the mobile, and I see that I have a lot of space here. I don't want that. It's not really user-friendly. And the picture should be below my text. So I will just edit it. Here, I will remove some spaces. And I will change the picture right below. Perfect. So always make sure it fits your mobile view. Next, the website builder. So the design overall of your website is really important. Let's add some referrals. So we'll add a people block right here. And we have some pre-designed and amazing block. So we'll add this one, partner and reference. Okay, perfect. White on white, the title is black, everything's perfect. It fits my overall design. And I can make sure, again, that it fits on my mobile view. So I scroll down, perfect. 2 columns instead of 1. It fits well. Content quality. Well, the idea is to provide value to your audience, to your traffic, in order to make sure they come back on your website, they like what they see. So in order to do that, we'll use blog and AI for content generation. Content generation overall can really take a lot of time. So we will speed that up with AI. So we go back on our website. Here, I see that I forgot a block in French. I want an English website, so I don't want the French here. So let's just edit. We select the text we want to translate, and we translate it in English. Easy, 2 seconds. Same for the text here. Translate, English. Same, really quick. If I want it, I could even make a Spanish or German website. Let's save it, and let's create our blog post. Let's go on the blog, and let's create a new article. So on blog post, we'll make an article about how money can help you have more quality time, or at least buy you more quality time. So how money can buy you more quality time. So we will customize the pictures of the article. Here I click on the pictures. I select one here. Let's put this one, an happy family running together. And we remove the text. I don't want to write the whole article. I only want to personalize it, to add my own expertise to it. So I will just use AI and ask it to write an article that explains how money can buy me more quality time with my family and for my hobbies. Okay. Let's Odoo bot write my article. Will take few seconds. Perfect. Let's insert it. That's amazing. I have a whole article written in like 10 seconds. Let's save it. So we have seen how to create quality content, how to use blog. It will attract more customers, it will provide them value. That's what we want. Next, the newsletter. Well, the newsletter will be used to engage and re-engage with your audience. It will make sure that they come back on your website. It will keep them informed about your product, services, and it will improve the customer relationship overall. So let's see how to set up a newsletter in Odoo. So I go back on my website, on the home page, and I will add a pop-up windows, okay? So here I go on the form block, and here it is, already done for me. It's perfect. I will change the setup quickly. So the delay time, how many times do I want to wait before the windows appear? So let's put it 3 seconds. And if my visitor has already seen the pop-up, for how many days it should be hidden. So let's let 7 days, and with a thank you for registering. Let's save it. Let's wait 3 seconds. Perfect. Let's subscribe to this amazing newsletter. Subscribe. Really easy to set up the newsletter. And with AI, you will be able to write the content also. Next, how to convert. So in order to convert your audience into customer, you will have call to actions, and email automation. With call to action, you want a simple page when it comes to closing a sales. You want one page, one purpose, one call to action. In addition to that, when the customer has made the decision to buy from you, we want to remove all friction with the easiest checkout possible. Let's see how we can do that. Here, we'll add a button to add the product on the to buy the product directly. Other call to action that exist are appointment button, donation, newsletter, and so on. We'll add the product. Okay, so I drag and drop the button, I click on it, I select the product I want to sell with this button. So I select my coaching, and the action will be a buy now action. So I want the customer, when he clicks on it, to buy the product. Let's test it together. So let's buy it. The product is in my cart, perfect. I will check out. I could have used a promotion program. It's also really helpful to make sure your customer is convert. Let's check out. So we have we need to put our bank details. That's done, and we pay. So how many clicks have we done? One for the buy now, one for the checkout, and one for the payment. Only 3 clicks. That's amazing. Last, email automation. Did you know that on average, you need between 5 to 12 contacts with your customer in order to make a sales? So you need a lot of different channels. You need a lot of different media to contact them. You need phone call, meetings, email, social network, and so on. With email automation, we can reduce this workload. So let's see how we can set up an email campaign. So we'll send an email to the customer right after the subscription to our newsletter. So we go on marketing automation. We create a new campaign. And now it's really easy. We have a lot of templates pre-configured. So we'll go on marketing, and we'll add a welcome flow. That way, my customer, when he subscribed to my newsletter, he received an email. So we add some filters. I want to send the email to the customer that subscribed to my newsletter, obviously. So I will add a mailing list here, filters, and select my newsletter. Can save it, and I will modify the email that is sent to my customer. So a welcome newsletter. Here, and we want to send it right after the subscription, so 0 hours. We just save it, and it's done. I can just start or launch a test. Let's send an email to Gauthier and see if he has it. Yeah, perfect. My newsletter is here. So we have seen how to attract new customers with SEO and social media. We have seen how to engage with them with a better user experience, content quality, a blog, newsletter, and how to convert, call to action, and email automation. Now that Coachy implement those 7 amazing techniques, I'm sure they will be able to attract more customers than they can handle. But the real question is, what about you? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Michael. Guess what? Another talk, another Q&A. Yeah, let's give some seconds for people to write down their questions.
Yep.
Okay, so we have one question finished already. When to use email marketing app and when to use marketing automation? What are the differences?
So the email marketing app, I guess it's the mailing email. Yeah, I see. In fact, when you want to, you might just want to run a marketing campaign with some mailing. You see, okay, I will launch a new product, so I just send an email to all my customer. And on the other side, we have the case where, okay, I want some automated flow. When my customer does this, I respond with some emails. It's more the level of automation, I would say, that you want. So if it's a one-time campaign, just use the email campaign. If it's more automated and something that needs to be repeated, use marketing automation.
Clear. Is it possible to make a more personal branding website with these tools and link to the LinkedIn profile?
Yes, it is. In fact, it will just be a question of design. So you can create your own website for your own personal branding, and then you just copy-paste the link to your LinkedIn profile, I would say.
Is it possible to have several languages on the same website at the same time?
Yes, you can select if your customer, for instance, he logs in on your website, you can set up the language on the contact of your customer, and if he's French, he will see the website in French. If he's English speaker, he will see the website in English. So yeah, it's possible.
Is it possible to see how will appear the newsletter on the mobile?
Good question. I invite this person to go and see with the marketing team at the marketing booth, obviously.
Kochi is a really good business. Can I post on several social media at the same time? For example, same video on Instagram Reels, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts.
Yes, exactly. But you need to be aware that each social network has its own code. So maybe a video will have a good impact on Instagram, but not on LinkedIn. So be careful of that. But yes.
Can I migrate my Webflow website on Odoo?
Webflow, I don't really know what he means by that, but maybe you can add some details, but otherwise you can see the marketing team.
Is it true that a good marketing is 90% of the work of a successful e-commerce business?
Yes, it is, definitely. In addition to the technique we have seen, I would also consider like pay ads or other means to contact, to reach customer, especially for e-commerce.
How deep can we go on the SEO part?
I'm not a SEO expert, so I would advise this person to refer to the SEO Done Right talk.
Was just before.
Yeah.
Can we see the number of visitors that have been on my websites and the pages?
Yes, exactly. There are a lot of reporting. It's really important to follow the statistic on your website, so it's really easy. You can go on your website page and you go on reporting. So you have analytics. You can link to Google Analytics, which will provide you a lot of good insight. And then you can see who is the visitor. I'm the only one, for sure. And the page view and so on. So yeah, really important.
Is it possible to not show the newsletter pop-up when someone has already subscribed?
Good question. We can hide it for several days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one.
And that's basically all. Very good talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you.